Hey guys, it's me. Sorry to break in here for a second. Trisha Paytas has hacked the system. The audio has been crapped out for about 50 seconds of this podcast episode. See, this is what happens when you talk about people, guys. Bad stuff happens. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't do that. Maybe she did. Who knows? No, it's gonna come back to normal. The audio just took a fucking fart. And yeah, just remember that you shouldn't talk about people, and this is probably why this happened. So be a nice person and don't talk about people. And I'm sorry for anything Nicci says because I have no control over her. Okay, enjoy. Bye. Oh my God, we're rolling. Are you rolling? Have you ever rolled before? Yes, many times.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I've been very heavily medicated since I was 16.
Same. We're the Effexor sisters. This is, guys, I want to introduce my guest today. Her name is Nicci St. Bruce, a.k.a. the South African. I always almost say Australian. South African Cape Town rapper Push Push. Who is an amazing female rapper. I think you're freaking rad. I've loved you since I've met you.
She's lying.
I think you're so cool. I think you have the coolest style. Like, I want to be you.
Don't. It's very bad.
And then we found out we're on the same medication, which makes us like just automatically close.
And one time so I'm obviously not from here. And I was having like medication problems where I like had to go see a psychiatrist, and she was like, I need your medical records. And I was like, okay, but I'm not from here, so like you want me to email my old psychiatrist? That's weird. Like I didn't even say goodbye to him.
Right.
He's probably still wondering where I am.
He's like, wow, I haven't seen her in a while.
Because I just came here on holiday and never left, like lol. So she was like, I need your medical records, and I was like, oh fuck, like this is gonna take 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
And I need some Effexor now. So Brittany just put some of her little Effexor, Ubered it over to me, and I was fine. And that was a beautiful day.
I saved her life. Anyone that takes Effexor knows that the withdrawal of Effexor is
pretty fucking hellish.
Like, what would you compare it to? Because it's like gnarly. It's like, how would you describe going like Effexor not having enough? It's an antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication.
I've never done heroin.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because I know myself, and I know that I would really fucking like heroin.
Right.
So that's why I haven't done it.
Right.
I think that's why most people don't do it, because you know what happens.
You'll love it.
But coming off of Effexor is kind of like maybe not as bad as coming off heroin. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Right.
But it's that same kind of like physical reaction where you get really nauseous. I mean, do you feel like
you're going to
vomit?
You get sick. You have like I can't describe the sick. It's like a brain sick, a
like
body sick. It's your body is like you can't move. Like everything you do is like
you want to die.
And you want to die. Like it's the worst feeling pretty much in the entire world. Like just think of a time that you felt like complete absolute hell, and that times 1,000. So basically, coming off of Effexor is the worst, and anyone that's on it knows this. Like if you miss a dose, forget it.
I heard the other day I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and she said something quite interesting. She said, oh yeah, they call those black box drugs that you give someone and you know that they can never come off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But you don't, like, someone could have told 16-year-old me like, hey, this is going to make you feel great for like 3 years. And then
you're never going to be able to get off of it.
And then good luck to you, my friends. And no one ever told me that.
I know. And it makes me kind of sad. And then like I went online and there's actually all these support groups.
I went on the Reddit thread of people trying to get off Effexor, and they're like, good luck, bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and everyone is stuck on it. And everyone wants to like file a lawsuit against this company that this drug should be illegal because it's so hard.
Okay, I'm not going to sue because it's like also keeping me alive. So.
Right, but it's like our brain is completely addicted to it. Like you try to get off of it and it says like it causes brain damage, it does all this stuff, and the fact that you got put on it at 16 and I got put on it at 16.
I wish someone had just said like, hey,
this drug is going to be cool for a minute and it's going to get rid of your panic attacks, but then if you ever try to get off of it, you're going to be 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that.
1,000 times worse.
But
so we're stuck on it.
Your question was, have you ever rolled, right?
Right.
So here's the thing I found out. So I've never actually rolled, and I've taken MDMA, I've taken E like a bunch of times, like more than 10 times. Festivals, parties, like whatever.
Right.
And nothing's ever happened. Okay, I've always just been like, I've looked over at the person next to me and they were like fucking off their face. And I'm like, this is pleasant, I guess. But like, I could also have a little nap right now or like go home.
You didn't feel any reaction to it?
Absolutely fucking nothing. So
It's
then I
the
took
Effexor.
more, right? So then I took more. I was like, okay, well, obviously I have like a crazy drug tolerance because I've abused myself over years and years. So I took more, and nothing's happening. And then I found out that you can, obviously I was older when I found this out because I was stupid now, but when I was young, I was way fucking dumber.
Right.
And I was on the same kind of like Reddit thread about Effexor, and this woman was like, "That's really fucking dangerous what you're doing because
Mixing
you
it
can
with
still overdose,
Yes.
even though you don't feel it. So you can take more, and I guess that the stuff doesn't really matter with like mushrooms and stuff and like acid, like things
Right.
that I don't know aren't so hectic.
Yeah,
But
it's
I feel
scary.
like MDMA, if you take so much fucking MDMA, like I don't know what happens to you.
It's that I think it's that serotonin syndrome where your body gets too much serotonin and your brain basically like you go into like shock. It's only happened. I mean, it doesn't happen often, and you have to have so much. Like it's so stupid. Like for instance, I take literally like no Effexor anymore. I got myself down to 37.5 a
That's
day.
incredible.
Incredible, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't know how I'm alive right now, but
I took
am,
myself from 225 down to 150,
which is incredible as well.
which is and cheaper.
and cheaper, and you
Because
know,
nobody tells you also, like, come to America, everything's fine, everything's great. And then you get here and it's like, oh, these drugs that keep you alive, that's going to be $500 with no insurance. And you're like,
Literally.
I guess I'll just fucking die.
$500 a month, you guys. And the thing that really sucks is that I do have health insurance, but they don't cover the brand. I can only get generic, and the generic fucks me up because the generic is
insane night sweats.
the generic's not monitored as well as the brand is. And I know people argue with me about that, but you can like even look that up. And so my doctor prescribed me brand, and the brand is $580 a month.
It's just stupid. It's like, okay, well, no wonder we're all fucking
no wonder we're all fucked
miserable because it's like, I hate everything, okay? I hate
everything is the worst.
America is very confusing. I have qualms with America.
Okay, what are your qualms?
Okay. All right, okay, here's one.
We'll start.
Why is the GEICO lizard British? Does anybody want to fucking explain that to me? Okay, why?
I'm so dead.
The brawny giant, okay? You know, the paper towel brawny.
Paper towel man, the brawny man, yeah.
Terrifying. Why?
Totally a rapist.
Like men are already terrifying. They're
Like
already
what?
bigger and like stronger than us, and I'm already scared. Okay, why did you have to go make that man a giant walking down the streets? He's
with an axe?
I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Okay, so very confusing.
Right.
All questions I'd love answers to if anybody has them.
Yeah,
Like,
scary.
just
Okay,
shout
so
out to
by
me.
the way, you guys, Push came here to work with an artist named Moonbounce, and they fell in love and ended up getting married. So that's why she's kind of
That
stuck.
wasn't planned.
It wasn't planned.
It wasn't planned.
They fell completely in love. I was there through the whole love story, and it was actually really sweet. He actually was in love with her before she came here. I don't know if you knew that, but he was like, oh my God, she's
Probably
the most-
because I catfished him.
He was like, she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I'm obsessed with you. And then when you came here,
We love an Instagram
I watched
filter.
you guys fall in love, and it was so sweet.
That
and
was pretty cute. I remember the first time I met you, he left the room. And you were like, so what's the vibe? And I was like, I may have a big crush.
yes.
And you were like, well, I think he has a big crush on you too. And I was like, no, I know.
And then you guys are married, so you're stuck. Sorry, you're
I'm stuck and I'm married
here.
and whatever.
I know, but it's good. It's like it's cool. I mean,
I like it here.
I
I
know
don't
you
not like
miss
it here.
home, but
I love Los
you're
Angeles.
stuck here.
How do you say that? Los Angeles.
You can say Los Angeles. You just make it sound fancy.
LA.
LA.
I love LA. I love the weather's similar to where I'm from.
It's nice like that?
There's not a real winter. I mean, okay, it gets colder where I'm from, but it's not like crazy. It's not like East Coast vibes, no snow. It's just nice.
Right.
It's nice. And people are like, I miss the seasons. And I'm like, why?
I feel like we kind of get them now because of global warming. Like last week it was like 50 degrees,
I don't know
and
what that
now
means.
it's like 82.
I don't even know what that means. I'm just like, it's hot and it's cold because what the fuck is Fahrenheit? You know what I mean?
yeah. You guys have different.
This is very distracting for me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, the
Like, stroke
carpet on the
furry
table.
wall, like,
Well, we have a blanket on the table here at the podcast studio because people tend to bang their fists on the table because they get so
because
into.
you make them so angry.
I make them so angry, bringing up their worst memories, which is the podcast.
Well, I can't wait.
Worst first.
Okay.
And we've already talked about some horrible shit. Worst, obviously, Effexor, worst, whatever. But I want to hear about some worst growing up in Cape Town, right? It was Cape Town, or was it outside of Cape Town?
I moved to Cape Town when I was like 15. So I guess you could say I grew up there-ish.
Right. Where were you born?
I was born in Cape Town,
Okay.
and then my parents moved me to Johannesburg. Not just me, all of us.
Right.
As a family. They didn't just send me as a child. That's not, sorry, that was misleading. And then they got divorced, and my parents each went to their respective families. Like my dad went to his mom, and my mom went to her mom, and they were in the Eastern Cape, into tiny little towns. And I wouldn't recommend ever going there, but I did enjoy growing up in kind of like a small little city kind of vibe.
Like everyone knew each other.
Everyone, well, I mean, it's not that small, but like everyone, yeah, it was just like a small town vibe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there wasn't anything to do. So we just like smoked weed and made music and like put on plays for each other.
Okay. And what are some of, do you have a worse story about growing up, where you grew up?
Oh, man. Like what kind? I mean growing up was horrible. I wouldn't do it again if you gave me $1 million. I would not redo adolescence for you could be like, okay, you have to redo the years 13 to 18. Here's $1 million. I would say take that $1 million and shove it up your fucking ass, because no, thank you.
Okay, what about the worst date you ever went on? Did you ever go on like a really, really bad date where you were like, what the fuck? I can't believe I did this.
Okay, it wasn't a date.
Okay.
It was my first Tinder experience.
Oh, God.
I was a big slut, so it wasn't a date. I was just like, let's fuck.
Your bio was here to pork.
Okay, let me explain myself.
Here to get stuffed like a goddamn turkey.
Here to take you to Pound Town. Let me give context.
Everyone just kept swiping right. They're like, yes. Yes.
Okay, so I didn't like, when all the dating apps came out, I was in a relationship.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And I missed that whole like boat. Like, do you remember when dating apps came out?
Yes.
Everyone was like, we're fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't a part of that.
Okay.
Because I was in this relationship with this guy, and we would like break up and get back together and break up and get back. You know, one of those stupid fucking relationships where you clearly shouldn't get back together, but your brain tricks you, and it's like, things will be better.
It'll be different this time. He'll hurt me in a different way.
Yeah. I'm gonna ruin his life. Anyway, so I was like, okay. So we had just broken up. What month was this? What year was this? I want to say end of 2016, which in South Africa is summer. Okay. So imagine like getting out of this terrible relationship, and then it's like hot summer.
Yes.
And you're like, you know, when you're like breakup hot, you're like, don't eat, and you're like, fuck my life, and you're like, breakup hot.
Breakup hot is a thing. It's a real.
Breakup hot is a thing.
It's a glow up.
And I do breakup hot well.
Yes. Same.
Okay?
Same.
Like in a relationship, I just let myself go, and I'm like, whatever. When I am on the rebound, it's sick how much effort I put into myself.
And we look so bomb.
Yeah, but because it's revenge. It's like, look how fucking hot I am.
And then the guy that you broke up with is like, what the fuck?
I'm
Where was this
sad.
girl while we dated? Yeah.
Well, she's here now.
Anyway,
you missed out. So I download Tinder. At the time, there was just Tinder. It wasn't like Bumble and Hinge and all of this other crap.
Right.
Download Tinder, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what everybody does when they break up. They go on Tinder and they just fuck. But I was like, but this time, because it's my first time, and you know, like in between serious relationships, okay, not you know, in my experience, in between my serious relationships, I do like to go out and just be a big slut and have fun. Because like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to get drunk. You got to get on someone else. You got to see what's out there. You got to like, I don't know, make yourself feel better somehow. Validate yourself. I have insane daddy issues, obviously, but whatever. We'll talk about that later.
They say the best way out of old love is finding new love. The best way is,
and I'm so fucking good at that.
Same. I'm like, all right, well, you hurt my feelings. I'm gonna go find someone else to hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on Tinder.
Okay,
you're ready to fuck everybody.
And I'm like, let's go. But I didn't want to limit myself. I didn't want to do the thing I always do, because you know I have a type, right? I have a fucking type, and you know what it is.
She's a chubby chaser.
I love fat boys, big tattooed stomachs. Like, if Maddie Matheson wasn't married, I mean, I am married.
I don't know who that is.
I'll show you a picture of him. You'll immediately know who he is. So that's like my type.
You like big tattooed fat guys with high cholesterol.
They don't have to be like Action Bronson huge, but they can't. If they fit into my jeans, it's a no-go.
Okay.
Like, you got to be able to pick me up and chuck me across the field.
And maybe possibly eat you.
Yeah, like whatever. So I wasn't going to do that.
Right.
I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to broaden my horizons. Excuse me while I undress. I'm going to broaden my horizons. I'm not going to I'm going to swipe right on people that I wouldn't usually swipe right on in real life. And I had the time of my life. But my very first experience was very weird because, okay, so I download the app and it's like by distance.
Right. Okay, so you were saying you matched with a guy on Tinder. Sorry, guys, we had a little technical issue. You matched with a guy on Tinder that you've seen around Cape Town.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. We used to get drunk together. He was like quite cool, very fun guy. Like, those guys who are just fun to be around.
Right.
So I'm like, there we go. I would never usually have swiped right on him if I was just like in my regular life, like out in the streets trying to get laid.
Right.
But I was like, doing my thing, sowing my wild whorish oats. So I was like, sick. Like, I'm not going to say his name, but if I do say it by mistake, please edit it out because he does still follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Fuck my life.
Okay. We'll call him Johannes.
Johannes. Okay.
Johannes.
So I swipe right. I immediately get a match. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And it says 400 meters away.
He's in your backyard.
Basically. So I'm like, okay, hey, like, what's up? Like, where do you live? And he's like, it looks like I live a block away from you. Like, what are you doing? And I was like lying in bed and I was like smoking weed and I just looked hellish. Do you know what I mean? Like swollen eyes because I'd obviously been watching something sad and like listening to Alice in Chains and like crying my little fucking eyes out. But also obviously swiping right and trying to get laid. Like, duality. So he's like, well, are you at home? And I'm like, yes. He's like, let's meet up. Like, i.e. let's fuck.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, give me 40 minutes. Shower, put on some makeup. I mean, I was like, gross.
Yes.
He's like, no. I'll be there in 5.
Oh God.
So I'm like, but my face.
Oh my
like my
God.
adult acne. He's like, no, please. Like, first red flag was, I like you better without makeup. I was like, motherfucker, you have never seen me without makeup.
What?
So how do you know that? First red flag. I hate that. I hate when boys are like, you wear so much makeup. I'm like, I'll do what I fucking want.
Yes.
Actually, and you'll like it or you'll fuck off.
Yes.
Anyway.
So he wanted to come over that minute.
And I'm like, dude, like, my face,
Yeah.
Anyway, so he comes over.
Oh no.
And he's got a little picnic basket.
What?
So I'm like,
He had the shit ready.
He had the shit ready. So I'm like, okay, this is weird, but I guess whatever. We smoked a joint. Things start, but then he starts telling me, like what he's been doing because I haven't seen him in a couple of years. What have you been doing? Basically, this dude has like drunk himself into the bottom depths of hell.
Oh no.
Hit rock bottom, went to rehab, and now he's like this clean, reborn
goji
hippie.
berry eating.
Yeah,
Yes,
literally.
yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, like, okay. And he's like, I'll still smoke weed with you, but like, I'm not gonna
drink or
like, I'm trying my hardest not to drink, and it's been a year. And I'm like, okay, I respect that. Love that for you. He told me kind of like at the end of his active drinking, like how bad things had gotten.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, no, like this sounds like you definitely needed to quit drinking.
Yeah.
So good on you. Stunning. But then he starts getting really like, how do I say this without sounding like a fucking bitch? Spiritual on my pussy.
Oh.
Like, he's like,
about your vagina?
Like, okay, he kept on calling it a yoni.
A yoni? What the hell's a yoni? Is that a South African word?
No. Otherwise, I would have known it. Look, I'm not like the smartest girl around, right? But like, I feel like
he called it a yoni.
He was like, I'm going to give you a yoni massage.
A yoni massage? I'd be like, what is that? My butthole? My donut? Like,
so
what is that?
So he starts to, am I allowed to just be like graphic? And my mom's going to watch this.
Yeah, be graphic. It's okay. It's fine. We'll block your mom. Your mom's already been blocked. Daniel, block her mom.
So he starts doing like this. Okay, first of all, he starts like doing this yoni massage. And then he gets up and he takes out in the picnic basket is candles and crystals.
What the fuck? Is this just like his go-to basket?
It's a little sex basket.
Sex basket.
So I'm like, okay, this guy is obviously like, he's turned his life around in a way that I no longer know who this is.
And he shoves amethyst crystals up girls' pussies now.
So I was like, okay, well, but I'm also trying to be open and open-minded and like, new things. And I don't want to like keep seeing the same kind of man over and over again because it's not working for me.
So you're open to the yoni touching.
So I'm open. I'm open. Then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Wait one fucking minute. One of these crystals is shaped like a dick.
Oh no, I was right.
And if he's going to fucking put this anywhere near me, I'm going to have to stop him and be like, yo, quickly, like, let's chat.
Yeah.
This isn't a new crystal. Like, you've put this up other ladies. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just bring a crystal to my home that you've put in other women. That's weird, right?
Ooh, yeah. Like, what's the sanitization process?
But I also didn't want to be like, I'm really like, oof. Like the way that my anxiety manifests itself is in like kind of really annoying OCD little ways where like I have a hand washing thing and like people can't come into my home with their shoes on or like anywhere near anywhere that I sit on with clothes that they've sat on in like public spaces.
I
if
get
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Please imagine me living in New York. It was hellish.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was a truly
I'm
hellish
like that
time.
with Tommy. If he comes home and he's in his clothes from the day and he tries to get into bed,
I'm like,
no. Those clothes have the day all over them, and we don't want those in our bed.
And we don't want those. No.
No. Okay.
And I also like change the linen on my bed every 3 days, which drives Corey insane.
That's great.
But like he'll be in the bed and I'll be like, oh, guess what I'm about to do? And he's
Time
like,
to clean.
Please, just let me lay here. Like I'm so tired. Please, can we just do this tomorrow? And I'm like, no, because I won't sleep if I don't have a fresh pillowcase.
It's nice.
It makes me feel away.
These are good. These are good
Now
things.
I forgot. I'm so ADD, Brittany. What the fuck was I saying?
I know. Okay, so he's getting the penis
so I have a
crystal,
thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
With you. So that was like red flag number 2 is bringing a sex toy to someone's home that you've used on another lady.
Ew.
Like that's weird, right?
Did he try to redeem himself? Like, oh no, like I've washed it.
Yes,
like
of course he'd washed it.
fucking
but like,
cleaned it. I'm like, well, with what though?
No.
Yeah.
He had saged it
Oh, yeah, that cleans all the germs.
and put it in the ocean when it was the new moon. I think that's how you do crystals. Look, I don't know anything about anything and I don't judge anything. If you want to have your crystals, have them. Put them in the fucking ocean water. I have friends who do this every month. They're like, cleanse their crystals and they're like, do their spells. And I'm like, fucking go for it, okay? If that's working for you, that's working for you.
I mean, I love crystals and I put my shit in the moonlight, but I don't go sticking them up my twat. For sure.
Also not your twat, but like other people's twats.
Yeah, no.
Like multiple other people.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Here's the weird thing though. Oh, I'm ashamed to say this. That shit worked. I mean, he didn't touch me with it, with the crystal, but I don't want to be graphic, but like when it came to like the actual sex and the actual like yoni massage, I was very surprised.
He was just massaging it?
He was just massaging that thing.
Wow.
And I was like, oh.
Was he like making weird didgeridoo noises? Like,
no, his eyes were closed as well.
Okay, so he's not just staring at you.
I must let you know that he was cross-legged in like yoga cross-legged, and he was like, and he had his eyes closed. Imagine that this is my vagina. He had his eyes closed, and he was like doing this thing.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, like, should I also close my eyes? But what if when I close my eyes, and then when I open them, his eyes are open, and he's looking at me. You know what I mean? Like, anxiety. Like, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to close my eyes because what if that happens? So I just kept them open. And I was just looking at this man, like basically doing some kind of spiritual prayer over my pussy. And I was like, whatever he's doing, it's working.
Wow.
And I'm never going to see this man again, obviously. Like, we're not going to go past today.
You really can't after this.
I don't think that you can. And also know that, like, he really did live a block over.
Wow.
Like, it really was.
So it was like you're going to run into him at Target.
I must also say this, though. I mean, I was younger. I have now, obviously, like when the first time Corey and I had been like sexting and like doing our weird flirting over the internet for like a while.
Right.
But when we first met, like actually like in real life, he arrived at my door and he was early, which I fucking hate. Okay.
Really?
Like, why are you early? Why?
Oh yeah. Like way too early.
Because he had driven from your house and he had thought that
it was going to take a while.
It was going to take a while and then it didn't. So he was like 20 minutes early and I'm perpetually
that's
late.
Way too early, yeah.
So I didn't have any makeup on. I was in my little fucking robe that I'd stolen from the Chateau Marmont. And it has a big cigarette hole on the breast. But anyway, that's another story. And I opened the door and he was there and I had no makeup on. And I was like, fuck my life. Now it's over. Now he's going to be like, now he knows that this is what I look like. But it ended up okay.
But you're so pretty without makeup on.
Okay, but you're lying.
I've seen you.
Yeah, whatever.
You're all our worst enemies.
So be quiet. So up until like then, like I don't know, it just wasn't comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Like, even when I would go out in Cape Town, I would like put on makeup and not let anybody see my stupid fucking adult acne.
Same.
Now I don't give a fuck, okay? Now I'm like, this is my face. Get fucking used to it or fuck off because I'm too poor to change it right now. I will, okay? But I'm too poor right now to change it.
What do you want to do to your face?
Oh, bitch, I'm going to buy myself a whole new face.
You don't need it, though.
Oh, no, who needs it, Brittany? It's because it's fun. Like, do you never look in the mirror and you're like, I can't believe this is the face I have to be with for the rest of my life?
I did, and then I did a whole bunch to it, and now
See?
I'm like,
Now
okay,
you're,
this
like,
is
sick.
all right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you so
I
much.
needed it. My face was shaped like a fucking jalapeno before I got filler. I evened the shit out. I got my lips done. I got some Botox. I never had plastic surgery, though. People will say that. I've never had actual surgery.
Well, people think your boobs are fake because they're so beautiful.
I know, but they're huge.
I had
and
actually
not
felt
real.
them, and
Yeah,
they are real,
they're
guys.
real.
And I also was like, what?
Yeah.
How is
they're
that
uneven.
possible?
One's a D.
Every
and one's
boob
like
is
a
uneven, though.
F.
All boobs are uneven.
Okay, so then how did it end with the yoni guy?
It ended quite nicely. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
It was a terrible first experience on Tinder because it didn't go the way I wanted it to, right?
Right.
Like, obviously, I wanted to be, like, made up and go out and meet for drinks and not just be the slut who's like, come fuck me in my house.
Right.
But that didn't end up happening. And we don't talk anymore.
Okay.
Not that we ever, like, chatted.
Right.
Okay. But, like, I feel like if I ever saw this dude, it would be okay.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's
So
still
it was
very
a good
spiritual.
experience. Did he try to contact you afterwards and hang out and stuff?
Yeah.
So it was really good for him. He liked your yoni. Do we know what yoni means?
Should I Google it? You Google it.
I'll
'cause my
Google
phone's
it.
out
What
there.
is a yoni? How do we think it's spelled? Why?
Google a yoni massage and see what that is. Or Google yoni.
Massage. I'm going to
Massage.
put YONI because that's how I feel like that's
I feel like it's
spelled.
YONI, yeah.
Yoni massage. Okay, it actually is a thing.
Okay.
It says a yoni massage or a yonic massage derived from the word yoni, a representation of the vulva, which symbolizes the goddess Shakti, is a type of tantric full-body massage that primarily focuses on the labia, clitoris, G-spot, uterus, the breasts, and the anus. Damn, you got the workup.
Okay, so that makes sense. That actually makes sense.
He
Okay,
said,
so
I'm
this
gonna
is
give you a yoni massage,
This is
and he
clearly
totally
what
did.
Sting and Trudy Styler do to each other.
Definitely.
obviously.
I know. Doesn't Sting have like the world record of like tantric sex? He has an orgasm for like 3 days or something like that. Imagine. Have you ever gone out with any famous guys?
Not that I would divulge here.
Okay. You don't have to tell me, but you have. Was it weird?
It was weird. You know when you really like someone's work?
Yes.
And
you admire them so
you admire
much.
them, okay?
Yes.
And then you meet them and you
boy.
feel like because they had this positive impact on you with like their films or their music or TV, I'm really making it vague here.
Right, I am.
That means that
they're going to be so great
Right?
in person.
Right?
Yeah.
no, that's not
I
not the
know.
case.
I often say don't meet your idols because
So now I never want to
I
ever
know.
again. Like the rest of my idols, I'm just like no.
I
thank
know.
you.
I actually feel you. Although I will say
Not that these people were my idols. I mean, this man, just the one. I mean, whoa, okay.
we don't know who it is. Don't worry, we have no idea.
Backtrack. He wasn't my idol, but he had made a film that was very important to me.
Right. And you thought it was great and dope, and he was going to be great and dope. I've been there.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes.
You know, I wasn't disappointed meeting Tommy. Tommy is just like a bundle of joy. And
Yeah.
I feel like anyone who meets him that was a fan of his
I was
is
so
probably
scared to
really
meet Tommy
pleasantly
because I was like,
surprised.
he's going to be like, what the fuck is this little bitch doing in my house? This little fucking bitch. And then he was just like the nicest person.
He was like in love with you when he first met you. I was like, calm down.
I was like shaking. I was like, don't say anything stupid. Oh, and then I opened my bag and this fucking huge roll of condoms. Just like, I remember that.
Oh,
He just looked
yeah,
at me
you
like,
had a
you
lot of
little
condoms
whore.
in
You
your
little
purse.
fucking whore.
No, he loves that shit. Are you
I was
kidding
like,
me?
okay, well, I guess everyone knows that I'm an adult woman that has sex now. So
It's
sorry
great.
about that.
I think you're such a free spirit, and I think you're so fucking rad. And I love that you're such a like women's advocate. Like, do what you want with your body. Don't tell me what to do.
Be a fucking slut.
Be a slut
be
if
gay,
you
do
want
crimes.
to. It's your body. Not if anyone's forcing you to, but if you
Yeah.
want
If someone's
to.
forcing you, well, I'll kill them. But if you want to do it for your own self, do what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, have a
I
fucking time
honestly
with it.
don't get the shame in sex, but we're going to talk about that as soon as we come back from this
Oof,
break.
that's
Okay,
a
we're
big
taking
one.
a quick break, and we will be right back with Push on Worst Firsts. You guys, I just discovered my new favorite subscription box. I've talked about a couple subscription boxes on here, but this one is so awesome. It's called Cause Box, okay? And let me tell you why it's different than the other subscription boxes out there. It's a box that's curated for women, and it's filled with these amazing products from brands that are ethical and sustainable and have a positive mission to give back. Okay, so like women who are struggling or businesses that are just getting off the ground and people that are really, really trying to make a difference in the world and use biodegradable products and whatnot. This box is giving light to those companies. And I just think that's so great because obviously we live in a time where global warming is so serious and all these things. And we really want to do the best we can to use sustainable products. So this is amazing. The products are great. They sent me a box. It came with like a freaking amazing, gorgeous duffel bag. I was like, wow, this is incredible. It comes with 6 to 8 full-size products. You can get everything from skincare to jewelry to homewares to accessories. Mine came also with these gorgeous earrings. I mean, honestly, I was really surprised. This is probably one of the most, big boxes that I've ever gotten. Like, comes with so many different items that are large items, not like little chintzy samples. I'm talking about like full size items. And the best part about it is they ship it to you for free. And I have an exclusive offer for you guys. If you go to www.causebox.com, that's causebox.com/Furlan, Furlan, and use the code, my last name, Furlan, Furlan, you'll get your first box for 30% off, okay? 30% off, and then that's less than $39 and free shipping. So go check it out, okay? These items in the boxes are worth over $250. I mean, or more, because I was really surprised. When I got mine, I was like, wow, this is like an endless box. It's not like just little tiny things with mostly stuffing. It was like almost all product and like maybe a little bit of stuffing. So anyway, if you want to get someone a gift right now or help some good causes, you might want to check it out. Causebox.com/Furlan. Enter the code Furlan, Furlan, and get 30% off your first box. Enjoy. Okay, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us. We are with the South African Cape Town artist, Push, who is also my friend. And I don't know why I introduce you like I don't, like I'm like, she's the, am I doing it right? Bitch. I don't even know. Anyway. But
I'll introduce myself. I'm Brittany's poor friend. Okay, that's why my face still looks like this.
Help me, I'm poor.
Help me, I'm poor.
No, okay, I have a lot of poor friends,
Once I get a green card, it is over for you bitches because I'm actually not going to be poor anymore.
Please tweet that. Once I get a green card, it's over for you bitches.
Here's the thing with Twitter.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to delete my Twitter if I want a green card.
Why?
Okay, so
the United States judges your tweets. Look at our president. He tweets whatever he wants.
Yes, it's hypocrisy.
How could they judge
its finest.
you? Okay.
A lot of people. I mean, my friend Alex, who just did the same thing.
Okay.
She also had to they do scrape the internet for things. And they do find your things and they do look.
But what is going to be bad about it?
My entire Twitter is like, burn this government.
Really?
Wow, edit that out.
Like, but it's all government. It's not this government in general. You hate government in general. Yeah, you're like the anarchy, rage against the machine. That's
right?
who you are.
I don't think that Homeland Security is going to be like, she's fine. Let's give her
But
papers.
Also, what are you going to do? You literally are this big. You're 2 inches big. You're 100 pounds maybe wet.
Hey!
You're literally so, like, you're a tiny person.
Hey!
You're not a threat to anyone. You have orange hair.
I'm very...
What are you going to do? Go to your house and change your hair color? Ooh, she's really got it now. She's having a breakdown.
Oh, Brittany.
Oh, my God.
I walk with many knives. Okay? I walk with many knives. And they're all legal because in the state of California, if your knife folds and fits into your palm, you can walk with it.
Hey, guys, I got some knives.
I'm being serious, ladies. You should walk with knives.
Walk with knives. Okay, but knives are scary because you have to get so close to someone to use a knife.
See, that's the thing. I have my pepper spray.
Pepper spray is better.
Hopefully they don't get so close to me.
What about a taser?
See, the thing is that those shootout tasers.
Yeah, those are great.
You actually have to know how to use them. You can't just like whip it out.
Are they hard?
I don't know. I feel like there's a certain level of aim involved.
I thought it was just a button.
Yeah, but you have to like aim.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you've never thrown something at me, but if you did, you'd know that I can't catch it. And if I had ever thrown something at you, you would know that I can't throw things.
So you're afraid you would discharge the taser and it would just go the wrong way?
Hit some grandma and this guy's just like, well, there's the witness gone.
Now you and the grandma are both gonna die.
So that's not something I don't know. If I could like hold one in my hand and see what it was like, I'm imagining it now.
You'd have to try it.
Yeah, you want to go try tasers with me?
I will love that. I would love that.
Like
I went shooting. It was really scary. Did you ever go to a gun range?
I shot a pink Glock 19 once.
It's kind of scary.
It was very powerful.
They're very powerful guns. I mean, and they're loud as shit. And I can't imagine shooting a gun without those earphones on.
That's the thing. My ears are already fucked from like being that little bitch standing next to the speaker.
Right.
Like, I love to party.
The scene girl right next to the speaker at every fucking show.
Right, and now I'm like, oh, I'm deaf. That's cool, I guess. Like, sick or whatever.
Have you ever been in a situation with a guy where you got scared, where you were like, oh shit, I fear for my life or my safety?
I don't really... how do I say this? I don't fear men because I'm always ready.
Okay.
To stab a man.
Ready to knife someone.
Yeah, I'm always ready.
24/7.
Even if I trust someone.
This is the clip we're sending to Homeland Security.
Yeah, this one. Ready to stab
I'm always ready to stab someone.
How do I say this?
End quote.
How do I put this? I'm always... No, that sounds bad. They're going to bring this up in my trial. How do I make this sound less crimey?
Less crimey.
I'm just waiting.
Okay.
For an excuse to stab a man.
Okay.
I'm excited. Okay? If a man ever fucking tries me, like, I am ready. And let that be a fucking warning.
And do you think that they feel that energy from you and that's why they don't fuck with you?
You know what happened to me the other day, actually? I was having lunch with a friend of mine and this is actually connected. I'm going to tell the story.
Tell the story.
So, same Tinder phase.
Oh, boy.
Same 3-month period where I was just slutting.
Right.
Slutting, my friends.
That's the word, slutting.
Slutting about... And I swipe right on... Okay, so Cape Town's very small.
Right.
So when you see a foreigner on Tinder, it's like sick. I can fuck this person and literally never see them again. Not so much if someone's like local to Cape Town, you will see them again.
Right.
Like you can't just like secretly fuck.
Right.
It's like, oh, there he is. Every next weekend for the rest of your life. I'm so glad I moved. Fuck. So I see this guy and he's from LA.
Right.
And I'm like, sick, swipe right. Mm-hmm. Love a Jewish boy, swipe right. Love a beard. Swipe right.
Love a belly.
He's not from here. Love a belly. Love it. Swipe right, swipe right. And we go on this. We actually do go out for drinks. I wasn't just like, come to my house and fuck me because I think I was feeling a bit bad. I was like, let me at least pretend like we're going to go on a date.
Right.
And okay, so this is this guy. So time passes. We're still friends to this day.
Uh-huh.
I moved to LA. He's here. And the other day, he bumps into me and a friend having lunch. This is like Saturday, Thursday. What day is it?
Wow. Today's Tuesday.
World, right?
Today's Wednesday.
Well, it was last.
Okay, so
it was Saturday.
So you run into a guy that you hooked up in Cape Town in LA while you're having lunch with a friend. Wow, that's
tiny
world. Fucking random
and he lives
shit.
east. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I live really west. And he's like never in that area. I just like.
What the?
I know, right?
Yeah.
And he is like, and we're talking, and I introduce them. He's like, I'm like, sit down, have coffee with us.
Right.
And we're talking, and I'm explaining how I know him to her and how I know her to him. And he's like, do you remember the first time we met? We went out to that bar and you pepper sprayed someone in the face. Oh. And I was like,
you did?
I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. And remember when we were in the cab and I kissed you and my mouth was like full of pepper spray and I was like choking and coughing. And I was like, that is so on brand for me.
Oh my God.
And I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, this little fucking kid he tried to come into the club and he had beat my friend up a week before. And my friend's like this very beautiful gay man who doesn't like conflict or confrontation, and he was just trying to like let it go. Right. It was just like, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to think about it. I haven't forgiven them, but like I don't want to see them. Aww. But then they arrive at the club that we're all at, and I'm like, no. You don't just get to come in here
after beating
my friend up. Like you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
But I also do remember, like I must say, I do remember being like an angsty little teen and like
you just
thinking
wanted
I was
to
the
pepper
shit,
spray somebody,
right? So I was like, no. So I said to the club owner, look, please know that like I'm not going to say friend's name, but friend is in here. Please don't let these two kids in. I'm calling them kids. They're grown people. I'm not going to pepper spray a child.
Right.
I fucking still would though.
This is the worst first time you pepper sprayed a 12-year-old.
Okay. Actually, when I was 12, I by mistake pepper sprayed myself. And it was very bad. But now, it was, wind.
Oh yeah, got in your eye.
Like you gotta fucking know which way the wind is going before you whoop out a pepper spray. Like, yeah, actually, like, there's the wind and you gotta work it out. It's like,
Try not to hold
real
it like
shit,
by
yeah.
your face. Yeah. Okay. So you asked the club owner. You said,
please don't let him in.
Yeah.
And the bouncer was like, nothing I can do. And I was like, well, there's something I can do. Pepper sprayed him in the face. I don't have regrets.
In front of the bouncer and everything?
Out in the street.
Okay, out in the street. Okay.
I'm not crazy to let a pepper spray loose in a club. Like, I'm not insane.
Right.
I mean, I am, but I know better now.
But monitored insanity.
But monitored, yeah. And I just laughed. I was like, he reminded me of this. And I was like, wow, how did you go? Because I actually did go on a second date with him. I was like, why would you go on a second date with me? Like, the first time we met.
This girl's a psycho.
I pepper sprayed someone in the face and you couldn't even kiss me because my mouth, like, it was all in my hands.
Because it also kind of
But I was also, like, really drunk. So I was, like, wiping my eyes and, like,
Did you feel like you got it too? You sprayed the guy?
You have to sacrifice a little bit of your own comfort to pepper spray someone else. That's just like
it gets on you.
Praxis.
Is it gnarly?
In the eyes, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
If it's on your skin and your mouth and your hands, it just kind of feels like burning peppers.
Oh wow.
Do you know what I mean? But in your eyes, I mean, this poor kid, I did feel a little bad.
Was he screaming?
He was screaming, clawing his eyes out, and someone was like, you know that vine? He needs some milk. It was very appropriate in the moment. Like, someone had to run and get a glass of milk.
He needs some milk.
They were just splashing milk in his face. And I was like, I feel bad, okay? But why are you beating up
innocent gay kids?
Innocent gay kids. Like, fuck you.
Good for you.
Anyway, that little fuck.
What happened to him?
He just didn't go out for a couple months, and then eventually he did apologize.
Did you get in trouble for pepper spraying him?
No. Look at me.
No.
Fucking look at me.
Why would I get in trouble? Is that horrible?
That was terrible.
Terrible.
I was just defending my friend, like, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, little shit-stirring kids.
Yeah,
So
that's good. He deserved it, I guess.
That was in that same, like, Tinder realm.
That's so
of time.
crazy
Isn't
that you
crazy?
ran into a guy that you hooked up with in Cape Town, in LA,
in
LA.
Yeah. Do you want to know
LA is
what's
a small
crazier?
world.
You want to know what's fucking crazier?
Yes.
Okay. You know that song that I did this year, and it's like fucking
Daggers or which one?
I'd love to remember my lyrics.
In Before?
It goes. It's like fuck, eat, drink, dance.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking love that song.
So that song I did with this guy, Young Spielberg. Young Spielberg is this guy's friend.
Oh my God. The LA guy?
The LA guy is in my bed in Cape Town. In my bed, like post-coitus, in my bed, cigarette. And his friend messages him Shakedown, the song, and goes, while you're in South Africa, see if you can link up with this girl, because he's also a musician. Tinderman.
Okay.
See if you can link up with this girl because I love this song. And he's like, bro, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm in her bed.
Stop.
Isn't that insane?
Dude, the world is
so weird. Right?
Like, I kind of feel like everything's happened already.
Right? It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
It's weird.
So I get to LA like 2 years ago, and I see Tinderman because I'm like, I'm in your city. Let's link.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, but I'm gonna link you with this guy who fucking digs your shit and he wants to work with you. He links us up. We do the song, and now we're doing a whole EP together for summer. Isn't that so weird? Like, isn't that the world so small and weird?
I'm so excited for you though, because I fucking love your music.
Thank you, Brittany.
Like, I'm such
a
a big fan.
I feel like you have good taste in music.
I like what's the one song that's like, I'll fuck your, I like your
That's
God,
Daggers.
your cup.
That's my favorite song of mine,
Okay, so
actually.
if you guys have you have iTunes, so you clearly do because you're listening to this podcast. Look up Push Push Daggers. That's my favorite song. Daggers, Daggers. No, I seriously love it.
I don't know how to take compliments, so I just I'm going to say your name weirdly into the mic.
You're just gonna leave.
Brittany. She's like, it's such a good song.
It
and I'm
is.
like,
It's a fucking rad
Brittany,
song. I
Brittany.
love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it
That's very
so
nice
much.
of
I'm so proud of you. I mean, it's so hard. Like, you grew up not in this country. Now you're here trying to make shit happen. And you're like, you didn't even grow up here. You don't have, like, the roots here. You don't have, like, the typical people come to LA. And a lot of times,
sometimes I do wish I'd been born here. It would have made everything, like, so much easier.
Right. I feel like you'd be, like, really, really famous right now. I definitely do.
I don't know if I can handle being really, really famous.
Why?
People are so mean.
Well, people are mean, but you also have to know that I see it now, and I used to fight back with people, but I think they're mean because they're insecure, and they project their insecurity onto you. I see it. I see when people hate on other people, like, for instance, Kim Kardashian, people just will randomly tear her apart, but it's always because of things that they're insecure about. Like they're like, oh God, she's so fake, she's so plastic, fuck her, blah blah. Who fucking cares if she's fake and plastic? That's her business.
Like, she's so fucking
That's her
hot.
business. If she wants to be fake and plastic, that's her choice and has nothing to do with you.
And also has nothing to do with who she is as a person.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. So I just kind of like now when I see it when I see people do it to other people, I see it and I go, wow, that person must be really insecure. I don't look at it and go, wow, ha ha ha, like they're right, like oh my God, like drag, oh my God, like the whole Twitter cancel people thing.
It's very stressful. It's too stressful. I don't know how you and Tommy deal with it.
Yeah,
you're just like living your lives, and people are like, and I'm like, whoa, they've done nothing to you. They don't do anything. Like I don't know how people handle it.
It's insane. I mean, I honestly like just started doing TikToks and stuff, and so many people didn't know.
Your TikToks are so funny.
I love it. I have so much fun on TikTok. I just do videos about my mental illness. But anyway, I'm like, I'm gonna make it funny.
My favorite TikTok of yours is Emma.
Oh, Emma.
No. Because honestly, I feel like I have those moments all the time.
Where
I'm like, that was your fucking other girlfriend.
Try to stop fucking being jealous and shit, right? Okay, so many people didn't even know Tommy and I were together, let alone married. And so
that's not true.
No, they
Everybody
didn't.
knows that.
No, they don't, because I post videos with him now on TikTok and people go, wait, why does that guy look like Tommy Lee?
Wow.
And then some people will be like, ew, I can't believe he married a Viner. Like I had no other life or career that I didn't do like comedy or anything before. It's just kind of like people are just... They're just fucked. And so instead of like, I used to let it bother me, and now I'm just like,
I do remember, I don't want to bring it up.
You can bring it up.
But I feel like I can now because she's proven that she's fucking unstable. And that is when Trisha Paytas was like, I cannot believe.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, what can you not believe?
That whole situation was so fucked.
Give some context for the
so basically Trisha Paytas,
who everyone knows now is like a proper lunatic. I'm crazy, Brittany's crazy. We're obviously both very mentally ill.
Very.
But this bitch is out of control.
Okay, so what happened was...
And I'm going to say it.
I'm gonna say it. Like, she's out of fucking control. Someone needs to rein her in.
I mean...
Where's her manager? Don't they care?
I don't know. I have no idea. She posted this reenactment picture of her dressed up as Pamela and my friend Jason Nash, who she was dating, as Tommy. And Jason's been to the house and met Tommy and like is friends with me for years.
I understand that you're friends with him. I do understand you're friends with him.
Right.
Okay, but like you do have to. I'm not victim blaming.
No, I know.
But why did he date her in the first place?
I don't know why he even did the whole thing. And I don't even want to like say why I think that whole situation happened. But honestly, here's the weird thing. She then tags Tommy and Pamela. Okay, first of all, she knows who I am. It's like we work in the same field, you know? And then you're going to go recreate my husband. We just got married with his ex-wife in an iconic photo and tag both of them.
And look, the photo is iconic. Okay?
Yes, it is.
And I understand that she was doing that series where she reenacted with Jason, like they were like reenacting iconic couple photos.
Right.
Cute. But why would you then tag the two people who are no longer married?
And you know who I am, even though you act like you don't. You know who
she
I
knows
am.
Who you are.
And you know that
She's
I
seen
just
you
got
out,
married.
You're in the same, you know what I mean? Like
it's just kind of disrespectful. Anyway, so she tags Tommy. Tommy sees it.
This is years ago, by the way, and I don't mean to rehash old bullshit.
But people did kind of want to know what happened anyway. This is literally internet drama. Anyway, so Tommy sees this girl, and for those of you who follow me who don't know who Trisha Paytas is, she's a little bit of an overweight,
and there's nothing wrong with being overweight.
No, not at all. But Tommy, you know, he kind of just says whatever the fuck he wants.
He has zero filter.
He doesn't care about, like, you know, whatever. So he sees this photo and is offended, and he goes, ew, what the fuck? And he's like, Pamela, which is, you know, his reaction, because he doesn't want to.
I'm not famous.
Right.
People don't give a fuck about who I am.
Right.
But imagine, for the love of Christ, I'm sitting next to Corey, and someone uploads a picture of me and my ex, okay, who I was engaged to, and tags me, and it's like fucking iconic. And Corey's like, but like, whoa, bro, like that's weird.
Yeah, it was weird, but I didn't say anything at all. I was just like, ugh, whatever. Tommy sees it in his tagged photos, and he just comments, which wasn't right. He said, Pamela, more like Spamela, ew, what the fuck, get out of here. Just because he was so mad and like just annoyed, and he didn't
Pamela
care.
And Spamela do
And it rhymes, like and, you know, whatever. And I tried to defend him, but it was just like, I don't even know why I tried to defend him, because I was just like, I don't know. It wasn't nice of him to say that. Obviously, you don't make fun of people's weight. Obviously. So I reach out to Trisha privately, and I said, I'm sorry for that.
Which is, yeah, okay. Okay, but I feel like that was a really nice thing to do.
Yeah.
To reach out to her privately, because anybody else would have taken it straight to the public,
right,
and been like, fucking bitch.
Yeah,
I would have been like, fucking bitch.
And I don't know, I think I've met her, but I don't think I've ever like had a conversation with her, so I don't know her as a person. I only know this person that she is on the internet, and obviously we're all very different on the internet than we are in real life, a lot of us at least.
I'm a big catfish.
So I just tried to handle it like really nicely, and I said to her, and this was before she even did anything about it, and I said, Trisha, I'm sorry that he said that. It's just kind of rude. Like, you know who I am, and I know who you are, and it's like, I'm
Jason's
married,
your friend,
and Jason's my friend, and it's like you're like recreating photos of my, you know, my husband and his ex-wife. It doesn't make him happy. Like, that doesn't
make you happy.
It doesn't make me happy. It wasn't a positive time for him. It was a hard, you know, relationship. He served jail because of that relationship, you know, and he doesn't like it. Like, when people tag him in that stuff, he untags himself. Like, he doesn't want to be dwelling in the past. Anyway, so she comes at me and she's like, how dare him fucking call me that, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to make a whole video on it, blah, 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 blah. And she just went and made this huge video, like, making everyone like hate Tommy and be like, Brittany, fuck her too. And like, even though I never even said anything, I was like,
that you're missing the whole rude part of it. Is where she
just,
went,
like,
and then she was like, who the fuck is this bitch? She was like, who is this bitch dating Tommy? Like, am I stuck in Vine?
Oh yeah. So before
I can't remember exactly what it was, because my memory's gone to shit, but it was rude.
Before this all even happened, she knew me and Tommy started dating and tried to act like she didn't know me. She was at the Streamies when I won a Streamy Award for like Viner of the Year. And she tweeted, and I think she deleted it now, or it's gone, or whatever, who knows. And maybe she retweeted
Internet has screenshots.
Yeah, so she tweeted, I can't believe that a Viner is dating Tommy Lee, or something like that. Just something weird. And it was,
as if you're a Viner and nothing else, and could
else,
never
and, like,
be anything else forever.
Yeah, and it was like really weird. And then I replied to her, and then she was like, "Oh no, sis, like, I'm totally here for it." Blah blah blah. Like, people try to, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
anyway, it was just like some bullshit internet drama. He shouldn't have called her Spamela, but also it's like, just be respectful of people in your community. Like, you're all in the same, like, we're in the same kind of, as much as I hate it, influencer, whatever, community. And I would never do that to another person and be like, oh yeah, like, I know you just got married, I don't really care, I'm just gonna post pictures of me pretending to be your husband's ex-wife, and I'm gonna tag your husband and his ex-wife so they see it, because I don't give a fuck. And I'm just like, whatever, like, I get it. Maybe it's not a big deal. Okay. And like, I didn't think it was a big deal, but Tommy gets offended he was like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking stupid, you know? And it's just like,
unnecessary.
It's just unnecessary.
And Tommy hates unnecessary shit.
And you know what? If you want to do that, just don't go and tag people.
Live your little fantasy elsewhere.
Yeah. Or like, do it and don't fucking like at people. Like, hey, check it out. Like, it's just like, whatever. Anyway, so it was just a big internet drama. She actually has a podcast, and she asked I think we're in the same, we're rep by the same company. She wanted me to do her podcast, and I was like,
sorry,
I'm not going to do that.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, but since then it's just been like a barrage of weird, like, her saying she's trans and all this stuff.
100%,
like,
1,000%. She said 1,000%.
I don't get it.
So that's honestly, like, I don't think that I could ever be really famous. You deal with so much fucking bullshit that's so unnecessary all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just like a constant fucking, like, how do you even, I don't know, I would just like throw my phone in an ocean.
Yeah, it's annoying. And then people feel the need to like attack and cancel and all this shit.
There's like whole YouTube channels dedicated to just talking about this shit.
Yeah. And then there's like all the serious stans that stan people so hard, and they fucking are like, I'll fucking kill you. Stan
culture is ruining the internet for me.
It's kind of like just annoying.
It's made it so there are musical artists that I will never listen to because their fandom, their stans are
the worst.
I want to be nice. Fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the stands are a little fucking out of hand.
I don't want to, and I also don't want to be mean.
Right.
But I have to say this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I can't say things because the tiny little audience that I do have of people listening to my music, they're like really loyal.
Yeah.
But would they be loyal to me if I called out their like other tastes? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some of them are Swifties.
Yeah.
Some of them are, what do you call Grandes?
Ariana Grande's followers.
What are they called?
Arianators. I don't know. Arianators. Is that what they're called?
Arianators.
I don't know.
I don't know what to say.
I have no idea what they're called.
But they just make it so hellish, and I feel like I can never say anything because they'll be like, "But that's my queen."
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm like, "Well, your queen is fucking out of control."
Do you not like Taylor Swift? What do you think?
I don't not like her.
Did you see the Netflix documentary?
I tried to watch it. I really tried.
And you couldn't get through it?
I couldn't get through it. I was like, it was just painful.
Yeah.
I also tried to watch Bieber's documentary. Also just painful. Just like painful.
Yeah.
Like it was so fucking painful.
I just feel like it's like there's so much. I mean, listen, I try to fucking keep my mouth shut a lot because it's like obviously, you know, you say anything and people are like, oh, fuck you, you know, whatever. No one can have an opinion anymore. God forbid. It's 2020. But, you know, I mean, everyone's entitled to like what they like and not like what they don't like. You know what I mean? And that's a matter of opinion. And you should be able to have that opinion and you know, without being like, oh, fucking kill her or cancel her or whatever.
I don't want to kill Taylor Swift.
You're allowed to not like someone's music.
I want her to be alive. And I also do respect that she's an incredible songwriter.
Right.
Okay?
Right. You're allowed to, though.
She's an incredible
like,
songwriter.
There's no reason.
I could never, do you know what I mean? Like,
it's not like you're going out there being like, oh, fuck her, fuck this person. That's not about that.
Are ruining everything. Like to the point where I'll tweet something and it's not about anything. I'll be like, it's cold outside. And then, you know, that someone will like reply with a fan cam. Have you ever seen on Twitter?
What's that?
The stands have like saved links and they just, how they spam people, how they think that they're getting people to listen to their queen's music is by just replying fan cams, like a performance of their fave. So like I'll tweet something and then I'll get like 5 fan cams of like Taylor Swift.
What?
Have you never? Okay,
Why is Taylor Swift fans like they're like they love you.
They just want me to like watch those videos.
Oh.
So that I can like be part of it and like see what the truth is. I'm like, I know what the truth is. She's very talented. I'm not denying that. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to choose. If I'm in a room and Taylor Swift is playing, I'm not going to burn the room down.
Right.
But I'm not going to look for her name on Spotify and play it myself. Do you know what I mean?
You're entitled
to
that.
It's like ketamine. I'm not going to buy my own ketamine. But if someone has some, I'll do it.
And that's like me. Like, I don't like country music. I can't listen to country music.
I'm going to change your life.
I'm going to not.
Change you.
You like country music?
I don't like country music. I like some country music.
Okay. But I can't listen to it, and I'm allowed to not like country music.
Miranda Lambert.
It's just like you're not allowed. You're allowed to not like the color green.
Yeah,
you're okay. You can go fuck. I hate the color green. I'm allowed to not like it.
Except someone on Twitter is gonna be like, well, "Why not? You fucking bitch! Didn't you know about the fucking color green?" And I'm like,
I think as long as you're not causing a disruption with it, where you're not going out there and trying to get people to hate on someone. You're allowed to not like someone's music. You're allowed to not like someone. Now, God, there's plenty of people that don't like me. That's fine. You can not like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't like her.
Don't like
boobs
me.
Are real.
It's all good, okay? But, you know, as long as you're not going out there tweeting like, I fucking hate this person, like, be entitled to your opinion. Be entitled to share what you like. That's what I endorse. Like, share what you
like. If you don't like something,
fucking don't share it and don't talk about it. You know what I mean?
And
don't make it a part of your life or your culture or anything. You know what I mean? But I get it's probably annoying that people are constantly trying to get you to.
And I'm just like, let me live a life. So yeah, if there's a way to like have, I wish there was a way that like millions of people could hear my music but never see my face or know who I am. Like
Sia kind of did in the beginning.
I feel like she fucked that up.
She stopped. She started sharing her face. Then she started coming.
That's good. I mean, if I had Sia's face, I would also show people my face.
You are so pretty. You should be happy to share your face. Do you think you're ugly? Really? Truly?
No, I just feel. No, I know I'm not ugly. I'm not going to be one of those girls who's like, I'm so fucking ugly. I'm so fat. I know
there's like
and I know that I'm okay
many
looking.
girls watching this that would probably be like, I would love to look like you.
I am very grateful.
Yes.
For 2 things. One is my strong jawline.
Yes.
The only thing my father ever gave me.
Beautiful.
Okay, it's very strong.
Yes.
I feel like
I like that.
Like,
we stand a strong jawline on this podcast.
Cut cheese with this chin.
I have a very pointy chin.
But I'm here for that because I feel like I don't know. It
The better to poke your eyes out with.
Yeah. The better to fucking smash my chin into your face with. And I'm grateful for. This is gonna sound so poncy and so like idiotic, but I'm grateful for my mother's genes.
Yes.
Because that bitch does nothing, and she still weighs 100 pounds. She's 56 years old, and she still weighs 100 pounds. And I look at her and I'm like, we're good.
You're
like,
gonna be fine.
We're fine.
You're gonna be fine.
Because I hate exercise. I fucking hate working out. I hate physical anything. Like
I don't get how people really love it. I did it for like a week and I felt really, really good.
And I also tried. I really tried.
And then after that week, I felt like because I was burning so many calories, it was actually eating the Effexor up too quickly and metabolizing it too quickly. So then I started having withdrawal during midday.
Yicky.
And I was like, ew, I'm going to have to take more. So then I was like, all right, I'll just stop working out really hard. And I just start going for walks.
I just never have found pleasure in it.
Right,
and I know that my therapist says, okay, well, you have to do something. You have to, endorphins, all that shit. And I'm like, I hear you. I understand you. I know the science behind this.
Right.
So why doesn't it work for me? And I have tried.
I never did that for me. It never brought me the joy that they said it'll bring you. That extreme, like, oh my God, I feel so good. I've never had that.
I also don't get when people tell me to meditate. I'm like, okay, I'm trying.
That does help me.
I'm trying.
But do it before bed. You can't wake up and meditate because then you're just going to go back to sleep. I can't do that.
Okay, well, I can't. I'm just like, why? Why can't I just have a clear mind? All these fucking intrusive thoughts all the time, zing-zanging in my brain like little fucking fire bombs. Like, how is anybody supposed to do this for more than 10 minutes?
Because you're ADD like minutes. Me. It's really hard to rein it in.
I'm supposed to take a fucking Ritalin to meditate? That sounds counterproductive. Like, yeah, it just sounds, you know what I mean?
Anyway, guys, this has been a fucking really enlightening...
I'm sorry that I screamed.
...podcast. No, you're allowed to scream here. You're allowed to do anything here. And for those of you listening that are Trisha Paytas stands, we're not hating on her.
We're not sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm not fucking sorry. All right. Fuck.
All right. Well, we're not trying to hate on anybody. We're just saying don't start,
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. Anyway,
stream Taylor Swift's Lover and thank you for having me, Brittany.
Okay. Follow Push Push on Instagram. Don't follow her on Twitter because she's fucking hilarious.
Follow me on Twitter.
Your tweets are so funny.
Before I have to delete my Twitter.
Before she has to delete her Twitter and leave the country, follow her. I love you so much. I think you're hilarious, and I love that you don't give a fuck and you just say whatever the fuck you feel. God bless you.
God bless.
And we'll see you all. God bless all of you.
God bless every single one of you.
We'll see you all next week on Bye.